guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Naomi T. Grant. If this is your first time here, if this is not your first time here, thank you so much for tuning back in. I'm a New York City freelance makeup artist and I'm also a lover of fashion. So if you're interested in content surrounding makeup, fashion, and lifestyle, make sure that you guys subscribe. I want to start off this video by saying thank you guys so much. We reached over 1K subscribers on YouTube. I did mention it in my previous video, but I wanted to come on here and tell you guys how much I really appreciate all my subscribers, all the people who like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much. I am working on a giveaway for you guys, so stay tuned for that. And the giveaway is actually going to include a new product that I am launching. I'm very excited about this, so make sure that you guys subscribe so that you guys can know all the details for the giveaway when I post it, as well as follow me on Instagram. I will link my Instagram either on this screen somewhere, and I'll also link it down below. But without too much rambling, let's get into the topic of this video. In today's video, I'll be sharing ways on how you can elevate your wardrobe. I've always been someone who's been a lover of fashion, but I can't afford every designer item that I see in the magazines or that's owned by one of my favorite fashion bloggers. So for right now, I implement all of these tips in my wardrobe so that my outfits can look more elevated, look more well put together, and ultimately just make me look more expensive without spending a lot of money. I'll be sharing some tips on how to style some of your pieces so that you can look more elevated. I'll be sharing some tips on how to care for your items, as well as some different websites and places where you can shop to get some designer pieces for the low. So if you guys are interested in this topic, make sure that you guys just keep on watching. Tip number one. These tips are like in no particular order, but yeah. Tip number one, invest in better quality fabrics for your basic day-to-day items. So some basic day-to-day items will be like your jeans, your t-shirts, maybe the jacket that you wear every day, or the coat that you wear every day. It might even be the bag that you wear every day. These are the items that you're gonna be using a lot. You want them to be durable because you want them to last longer. And buying these items in a more natural fabric allows them to last a lot longer. So an example of this would be buying your t-shirts in buying more cotton t-shirts, or making sure that your denim have a blend of cotton in them. Maybe have a wool blend coat. If you wanted like a wool looking jacket, make sure it's a wool blend instead of something made of purely of synthetic fibers. Not only will they last longer because they're made out of natural fibers, but they also clean better. A tip on how you can get more familiar with fabrics and how certain higher quality items are supposed to feel and fall on the body. I recommend going into a store with some high-end designer brands, like maybe a department store like Bloomingdale's, Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom. Walk around the store, feel on certain fabrics, see how a real wool coat is supposed to feel like, see what a nice quality t-shirt is supposed to feel like, see what good quality denim feels like. I know that given the times, trying stuff on in the stores are kind of like non-existent. Most places don't allow you to try things on in the stores, but even just feeling it, seeing how it looks on the mannequin, just getting more comfortable with how good quality fabrics are supposed to look and feel will help you have like a point of reference when you go into your fast fashion stores like H&M, like Zara, like Target. When you're looking and feeling for items yourself, you can say, oh, this feels really good, because you know what a wool coat feels like. You know what good denim is supposed to feel like and look like. I learned a lot about fabrics and how high quality fabrics look and feel and fall on the body when I used to work at Bloomingdale's, when I worked at a high-end consignment shop. I was surrounded around brands that I personally couldn't afford, but I was able to try things on and see how things looked on my clients when they tried them on, touch and feel different items. So I have a really good point of reference. So when I'm in stores within my budget, I know, oh, this is a good quality item for this price. I know that point of reference because of the time that I spent getting to learn a little bit more about fabrics. The next tip is to take good care of the items that you have. I know this seems really like obvious, but I have to say this is a tip that I had to implement in my day-to-day life, because I just wasn't taking great care of my items because I wasn't spending a lot on them, so I didn't really care. I wasn't invested in the piece because I wasn't spending too much, and to me they were things that could easily be replaced. If I only spent $30 on these jeans from Target, if I don't take great care of them, who cares? I can afford to buy another $30 pair of jeans. Yes, you may not have invested a lot of money into the item, but if I took better care of the item, the likelihood of it lasting longer is a lot higher, right? So back to kind of the point that I mentioned earlier, learning more about fabrics, reading labels, seeing how you're supposed to clean your items is really, really important. If an item says take it to the dry cleaners, especially if it's a coat or, you know, something like that, or even like a sweater, take it to the dry cleaners. Take your satin shirt to the dry cleaners. If you can hand wash it and air dry it and steam it, which is a tip on how you can basically fake dry cleaning your items at home, do that. Treat your items with care, because the better you treat your item, the longer it is going to last, the more you get your money's worth, and then ultimately you'll be spending a lot less money because you're not constantly wearing your items down and they're falling apart and then you're having to throw them in the garbage and replace them, if that makes sense. I know it makes sense. Another example of this that I wanted to mention about how you can care for your items. I recently bought this Coach bag and another Coach bag at a thrift shop. When I got it, it was in good condition but still kind of worn down. I invested a little bit into some leather cleaning products and basically ways that I can treat and care for the item. Cleaned and shined the metal, I cleaned the leather and buffed out the leather. So now this item just looks so much better than it did when I first got it. I'm learning to care more for my items. You see I have the bag stuffed. If you have a dust bag for any of your bags that you're not wearing, put it in a dust bag. The same kind of goes with your sneakers or your shoes. Clean down your sneakers. I have a pair of Converses there. I'll show them to you. And they don't even have the laces in them because I just cleaned them. But I bought some sneaker cleaning products and I cleaned off my sneakers because I really like these sneakers. I wear them a lot and I want them to look as good as possible. The more you care for your items that you pay your money for, it may not be a lot of money. These Converses weren't like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but they were more than an average pair of Converses. So I want to treat it with care so that I have the item for a lot longer. This goes for literally anything. You can buy a $10 shirt from Uniqlo. Uniqlo has amazing quality products. You can get a good high quality item from Uniqlo. If you take better care of your items, they'll take care of you, they'll look better on your body, and ultimately they'll last longer, so you'll be getting your money. So this next tip is a very obvious tip, but this is something that I have to force myself to start doing, but it's to iron and steam your clothing. Trust me, I hate ironing, but I have found out that I love steaming my clothes. I actually really enjoy it, so I steam my items. But when you steam and iron your clothes, your items just look so much better. They fall the way that's intended to fall on the body. It just automatically elevates your whole wardrobe because it shows that you care and you took a little bit of time out to make sure that your items looked its best. A great example of this is I have this $30 dress that I bought from Target. It's a red maxi dress that I bought from Target, and when it is not ironed or steamed, it looks horrible. Like, it looks like I did not care about my appearance when I walked out of the house if I wear it and it's actually like not steamed or not ironed. But when I do steam the item and it falls on my body the way it's intended to fall, I get so many compliments on this dress. This $30 dress, if I pair it with some really nice elevated accessories, will automatically look more expensive. This $30 dress now looks like I spent hundreds of dollars on it because of the way that it looks and falls on my body. So just take a little bit of time to steam your items before putting them on. A tip from me is I have a clothing rack. I steam and hang up the items right after I wash them so that whenever I want to wear the item, they're already steamed, they're already clean, and they're hung up and ready for me to just throw on. So trust me when I say, if you're someone who's not crazy about steaming or ironing, probably investing in more natural fabrics like cotton, wool, satin, linen is probably best for you, because if you wash and dry them and hang them right after you take them out of the dryer, the wrinkles will fall out and they don't get as wrinkled as synthetic fiber. So try that tip if you do not like to iron or steam. If you're not crazy about ironing, I recommend getting a steamer. It's really fast, it's very easy, and it will make your items look so much better when they're not wrinkled. The next tip on how you can elevate your wardrobe is accessorizing. So accessories are a really great way to add a little bit of character to your wardrobe, but also make you look and appear a little bit more elevated. So accessories like a structured bag, maybe some dainty jewelry. I don't have any rings on right now, but maybe small, dainty, oh, I do have on a ring. I wear this ring all the time, but small, dainty rings, maybe like a light necklace or stud earrings or a small hoop, you know, something that's very dainty and light, things that don't clash very easily with other pieces. A nice structured bag, maybe like the bag that I'm wearing right here, or a structured handbag. These are accessories that just look more sleek, look more elevated, and more expensive. Be careful with accessories because you can very easily over accessorize. Like for example, makeup is an accessory. I know this because I don't have hair. Hair is an accessory too. If you have a hairstyle that maybe is a little bit more dramatic, you might want to tone down your makeup and have your outfit be a little bit more on the basic side. The same with makeup. I'm wearing like purplish eyeshadow right now, so my whole outfit might be a little bit more toned down because maybe my eyeshadow or my makeup might be a little bit more dramatic than usual, like a natural look. So be very mindful of how you accessorize, which includes your makeup and your hair. You don't want your items to clash together. I really wanted to mention a website that has really nice handbags and accessories for a really great price. They have really nice structured bags. They also have a lot of dupes to some higher end designer brands. This brand is Rebecca Minkoff. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with this brand. She has been known to have one of her most popular handbags in the early 2010s was the MAC bag. It was like a crossbody bag, and on the zipper it has these tassels on it. Rebecca Minkoff is one of these brands that I personally feel like they have good quality fabrics for their handbags, but they also make really great dupes to some high designer brands that maybe the average day person cannot afford. I cannot spend thousands of dollars on all of my handbags. I just can't afford that yet, but I want to look like I spend $1,000 on my handbag. So guys have never bought anything from her before, I recommend checking out some of her pieces because not only are their items really affordable, also are currently doing a sample sale, so you can buy some of her really nice handbags for under $100 right now. So check it out. I will link it down below, as well as some of my favorite Rebecca Minkoff handbags that are currently on her website. This next tip ties in very well with my previous tip, but it is to know when to splurge and when to know when to save. So again, I recommend splurging a little bit more in the items that you know you're going to be wearing a lot of. I tend to like to splurge on my handbags, my shoes, like my boots, also on my outerwear, because these are the items that not only am I going to be wearing quite often, but I want them to be a little bit more durable. You might want to invest a little bit more on your winter coat, because when you're outside and it's snowing outside, or if it's raining outside, you want it to do its job, protect you, keep you warm, keep you dry. The same with boots. You might want to invest a little bit more in your everyday combat boot, because these are the boots that you want to not only keep your feet warm but keep your feet dry. Think about whatever that item is and invest a little bit more on that, and then save a little bit more on, you know, a blouse that you're not going to be wearing that often, depending on your lifestyle. Like for me, I don't work in an office. I don't need to invest a lot of money in a blouse. But I'll invest a little bit more money in a pair of jeans because I wear jeans every day. So another example of this is right now for my lifestyle, I need a nice crossbody bag. I'm a mother. I have a 3-year-old. He is very busy. When I'm outside, I need my hands to be free. So I recently invested in this Marc Snapshot bag. It is quite affordable. It was under, I think it was like $270 with tax. But it's affordable. It's something that anybody can save up the money and get. I wanted to get the handbag not only because I thought it was cute, but I know that I'm going to be wearing it day in and day out. This is my everyday bag. It goes with everything. The color scheme goes with every item that I own right now. So I get my money's worth out of it because I can literally throw it on and get right on out of the house. But when it came to a really nice evening bag like this dumpling bag that I featured in a previous video, this is a dupe to a Bottega Veneta handbag. This bag I got from Target. Now the quality is great. This faux leather is really nice, but I'm not gonna spend a lot of money on this bag. This was 30 bucks. So I feel really good when I wear it and, you know, get to use it. But I'm not mad if I don't wear it all the time because I didn't spend that much money on it. I knew that this was not going to be my everyday bag, but when I do go out and I want to look a little bit more elevated or look really trendy and cool, I like wearing this bag. but I'm not going to invest a lot of money in it because I don't go out that much. We're in the middle of a pandemic. I'm not going to a lot of events right now. My day-to-day life is pretty ordinary. So I'm mostly in the house, or when I'm going outside, I'm running errands. So that handbag is perfect for my day-to-day life. So really think about what you do on a day-to-day basis. What items can you splurge on and what items can you save on? So this is a kind of like a subtext or a little minor tip that I wanted to add in here. If you're someone who wants to splurge a little bit more on designer items, but you don't want to spend a lot of money on these items, here are a few websites that I shop at that I'm able to score some really nice designer pieces at a fraction of the price. Marshalls and TJ Maxx, if you go on their websites, they have a lot of designer items on their websites. You can get a high-end designer coat for the winter and for the fall on TJ Maxx and Marshalls. The only problem is you cannot type in the designer brand. So you can't type in Macaj coat on TJ Maxx or Marshalls. But if you're looking, you'll be surprised. You will find a designer coat at a fraction of the price. They had Gucci loafers that usually cost like $800, like for $400, $500 on TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So if you know what labels to look for, get them at a fraction of the price from places like TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Another website I wanted to mention is the OUTNET. This is a website that I used to reference in terms of pricing some of my consignment items when I used to work at a consignment shop. This website has all of the designer brands, like all of them. Like literally think of a designer brand in your brain, the website has it. They have thousands of high-end designer brands, and you can get a brand new designer item at a fraction of the cost. Again, I like to invest a little bit more on accessories like boots, shoes, bags. They have them all there. But even if you're someone who just wanted to get more familiar with some designer items, I say just check out the website, see what designer items they have. And I'll be leaving some of my favorite items that I found on the website down below if you guys are interested. Another great tip on how you can elevate your wardrobe is to add a little bit of texture to your outfit. So an example of this is switching out a pair of regular denim jeans for a leather pant. When you're wearing a leather pant, just pretend that you're wearing jeans. Just pretend the leather pant is a regular pair of jeans. And take that thought and make any kind of outfit with it. Another way to add texture, wearing a wool shirt or wearing a wool jacket. That texture, it just adds some dimension, adds some character. It just stand out a lot more than if you're wearing just basic denim or a basic regular coat, you know? Another really cool fabric that you can wear instead of wearing a pair of basic pants is corduroy. Corduroy is actually trending right now. You can find corduroy pants in Target. Swapping out a pair of jeans for a pair of corduroy pants or a corduroy jacket instead of a jean jacket. Really great ways to just add a little bit of texture, add a little bit of color, and a little bit of character. So your way to elevate your wardrobe is to create some monochromatic outfits. So what this means is wearing the same tone of outfit from head to toe, wearing all tan, wearing all white, wearing all black. It is a very easy way to create an outfit, keeping it all in one color scheme, but it looks more expensive and it looks more elevated, and it's a very easy way for you to put together affordable pieces and instantly look more expensive. It looks very chic, it looks very timeless, very classic and expensive. You can fool people into thinking that you're wearing more expensive items than you are when you're wearing a monochromatic outfit. Another obvious tip on how to make your pieces not only look more elevated but look a lot better on your body is to get your pieces tailored. I'm 5 feet tall. Most of my pieces have to get tailored or hemmed. So not only does it look a lot better on my body, but it falls a lot nicer on my body because now it is tailored and fit to look its best on me. You don't have to spend a lot of money on your pieces for you to think I should get this tailored. Whatever the item is, if you really like it a lot, whether it is $20 or $200, if it needs to be hemmed, if it needs to be tailored, if you need it to be just kind of made a little bit more personal to your body so it fits you better, I totally recommend doing it. Sometimes taking items to the tailor, sometimes it can be like a $5, $10 fix. You're investing a little bit more on the item, but now it looks and falls so much better on your body, ultimately making your piece look a little bit more elevated and look more expensive when you wear it. Last but not least, this tip is a tip that you cannot buy and it's a tip that no one can take away from you, but it is confidence. Confidence, it is the best way to elevate your wardrobe and look more expensive. You can wear an outfit that's like 50 bucks and look better than someone wearing head to toe designer pieces because you have confidence and maybe they do not. Confidence can make you look like $1,000,000. Trust me when I say you can be wearing head to toe thrifted items, but if you walk in with confidence, nobody can tell you anything. People are probably going to be complimenting you on the pieces that you're wearing because of how you carry yourself, because of how you how good you make the pieces look. Okay guys, so that is all the tips that I have on how you can elevate your wardrobe without spending a lot of money. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed creating it for you guys. My subscribers. If you guys have some more tips on how you can elevate your wardrobe or look more expensive on a budget, feel free to share them down below. Love to use some of the tips that you guys suggest down below. Maybe I will include it in a future video. I also wanted to share the importance of voting. If you guys have not voted already, make sure that you vote. Vote, vote, vote. Use your voice. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like it, subscribe, share this video with someone who might find this information helpful. And I hope that you guys all take care. I will see you guys in my next video.